It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we've got Marshawn Lattimore. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Saints and the Giants, and it's coming up next.
The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And you look at the Saints' defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get?
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Getting in there and finishing the play off was J. Sanders.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. This a 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Coming left is Kamara. Pushes past him, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Saints at 10-3 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Pause, red. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Dances by him. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Singletary trying the left side. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
And they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Completion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And taken right at the 35. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Second down, here's Davis Price. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Blue. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A handoff on the option to Singletary. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Meanwhile, Jones throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Jones. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dive. A dive, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Operating from the gun. Jones. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first down. Jones. Thomas brings it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now Jones on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Jones, throwing on first down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. To the sideline and incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Lions who were able to come away with the home victory. The Broncos have only 2 games remaining to try and find the win column, as they fall to 0-14 with another loss there. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football and to bring you the second half from the Superdome. Let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 4. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans! Alvin Kamara with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Caught by Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
Here we go.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
52 blaster. Green jack.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Yellow.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out come the Giants. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Singletary again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's certainly out ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
Drill, 52. Ready.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Black shot.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he completes it to Wilson. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a play fake here on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Okay, here we go.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the cadence.
Jones on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They'll set up to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. This is Smith. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They run. It's Williams. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw again on second down. Jones going right side. He finds Slayton. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, 28 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants going to take over again on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Jones.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball. And unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Locke, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Set. 6. Madden. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got...
He's got it at the 15.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 44 yards.
Elsa.
Now Jones.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Logan Thomas
from 4 yards out.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Black Ultra. Ready?
Back to throw again. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Jones.
Thomas brings it in. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Jones.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
To throw is Jones. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel